about the role of a product manager. And you guys are going to like this one. You guys are going to like this one because product managers for companies like MasterCard, HSBC, they share the salaries, the skills, and the experience needed to land a job over $100,000. And it doesn't require coding experience, guys. Let me put that back on the full screen. It doesn't require coding experience. So for many of you that are scared about getting into tech because you think that you have to learn how to code and so forth, you don't have to do that. You don't have to start from the ground. Now, don't get me wrong, having a good, strong coding foundation is great in tech to be able to talk the language and so forth, but you don't have to start there. And if you don't start there and you have some previous great skills like our sister Adrian, who's a paralegal and has, very good written and communication and so forth, you can transition into a role like a product manager for a company, leveraging skill sets. Now, you're going to have to learn some technical things, but you don't have to code, right? Let me switch it back over again. I didn't want to make that clear because many people are scared of getting into tech because they think that you have to code. It's a lie. It's the furthest from the truth. You don't have to code in order for you to get to the bag in tech. And a product manager is a role that you're going to learn about today where you can actually get to the bag, and it's a dope role. So let's get into it. Jobs in tech like product manager roles require little tech experience and can pay six figures, guys. A product manager, in all essence, if you think about it, I think of a product manager as a CEO of a product. If you're working for a company and you are a product manager, you are basically the CEO of the product. Why do I say the CEO? Because you are the person that sits in the middle, that owns the product, takes information from customers, take information from marketing, take information from sales, take information from support, take information from development, and you have to stitch it all together, make everybody work together around you in that overall product. You are collaborating. You're in meetings every single day, almost every minute of the day. But if you are a leader, you can collaborate, you can pull people together. You understand customer needs, you understand where markets are going. You can create a product or a service that can make millions for you and for your company. And you can make millions too, depending on the company that you're at, if you have equity and so forth, and you knock it out of the park. Product managers are CEOs. Think about them as the integral part of a product or service for a company, and they spearhead it all. I think about product managers very similar to egg yolk, right? That's the most nutrition part of the egg is the egg yolk. Well, they're that important for companies when creating product and services and so forth. So, guys, product manager supervises the development and the shipment of products that the company makes. Insider spoke with product managers about their responsibilities, skills, and salaries. So workers from teachers to nurses and more are quitting their jobs to find better work-life balance and higher wages. Everybody wants to make more money, especially with the cost of inflation. 7%. And by the way, guys, jump on Business Insider. There's a lot of talk about our community being pushed out of the housing market. Read the article. There's a lot of talks about this world isn't set up for people who are single and how much money you can be saving if you are married, which is another thing I talk about on this channel about the family unit, how important it is, and getting to the bag and so forth. I'm not going to touch on those topics today, but maybe I'll touch on those topics in my Patreon or on another show. But it's very important that you get to this money and you use this money the correct way, because statistics are starting to show that people are being left behind. And I don't want us to continue to be left behind. Pull a seat up at the table. Pull a seat up at the table. You belong there. Go and take what's yours. Workers from teachers, nurses, and more are quitting their jobs for better work-life balance and higher wages. And many are itching to find roles in tech that don't require coding experience or a computer science degree. They don't want to go to school like Brother PBO spent a good 5 years, 4 years, struggling to get that knowledge. And look at what he's doing now, crushing it. That's where careers in product management come in. A product manager supervises the development and shipment of products a company makes. They work with engineers, clients, designers, and other teams across the company to decide on their strategy, roadmap, and design behind new products or projects or app updates. Strategy, guys. Strategy. Many of you have project management, PMP certifications. You enjoy project management. You enjoy collaboration. You're strategic. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Well, this is a role where you can practice your entrepreneurship skills before you really get into the real world. Because now you have to support and budgets and so forth inside of a company. Okay? Having product managers to focus on the business side takes some of the process burden off developers, designers, and other roles, according to Sadiq, who was a product manager at HSBC and now works as a product at UK retail companies Marks & Spencer's. Being a product manager is one of the most meeting-heavy roles in tech. That's why product managers come from all walks of life, getting hired based on the skills they bring from non-technical backgrounds to the role. You don't have a technical background, you can still be hired as a product manager. You're going to be in meetings all day. You're going to be getting to the bag. You're going to be leading people. You're going to be collaborating with people. You're going to be practicing your entrepreneurship skills in a role like this. From former engineers to college professors, Insider spoke with product managers on the skills they use on the job, lessons learned from their previous industries, and the salary ranges throughout their careers. Skills like communication are important to becoming a product manager. We talk about this all the time, guys. Communication is just important in general. If you want to succeed in life in anything, relationships, your job, as an entrepreneur, get to the bag, communication skills are important. The soft skills are important. Kev, Tech IT Support, came in here and talked about how he was able to land his first job in tech. How? Soft skills. The guy said, hey, you know, you don't have any technical skills. Why should I hire you? Well, because I have the soft skills. I have empathy. I know how to show it. I know how to communicate. The guy hired him. Let me get that. It's important. Soft skills are very important, and communication skills are fundamental. So current and past product managers tell Insider that their roles require strong communication skills and a lot of foresight. Former sales representatives, consultants, and other roles that require interpersonal interactions bring skills transferable to the role. So if you are in sales, you have been in consulting, where you are using a lot of interpersonal skills, those soft skills, the relationship building skills, consider this role. For example, previous experience in finance and data management helped Dorset, assess data and other research to determine how to move forward on a given product and ultimately drive social engagement to web and mobile platforms. Some newcomers to the career track are pursuing technical certifications to help them stand out in the crowded field for relatively few entry-level product management positions available. That said, Tanika Askew, who works for product for the U.S. Navy, tells the Insider that if an applicant can sell their experiences in past roles, they should be able to land a product manager role. She said it. Miss Tanika said it. This is Tanika. No, this is not Tanika. This is Sanaya. But Miss Tanika said it. If you can sell your past experiences in your past roles, you should be able to land a job as a product manager. For example, if you are a nurse, you will be a great healthcare startup product manager, Askew said. I worked with a lot of data in the past, so I was able to use that to better understand my product at my current job. Generally, being a product manager is a very flexible role that rewards transferable skills. product manager Sanaya El Amin tell Insider, well, she never coded in college. Elliman ran product development for major companies like MasterCard and American Express. Learning how to communicate and network in humanities, driven major like Africana studies helped her work her way up to the role, she said. So she comes from a non-technical background. This is Sanaya, by the way. Pretty lady at the top of the article. Beautiful smile, right? She comes from a non-coding background. She never coded in college, she says. And she studied Africana studies. But her understanding of how to communicate with people, how to collaborate with people, how to network, all of these skills that she learned in her major, she was able to transfer that into a role of product management. You think about people like Ella, who came on the show, and she's going to be on the show very, very soon to tell another story where she just got a new job at Anaplan and crushing it, always leveling up. Many people come from where I consider to be humanities degrees, English degrees, and so forth that I call useless. But they're not useless if you know how to take the skills that you've learned in those degrees and transfer them into opportunities where you can make a whole bunch of money from yourself or for yourself. That's what Sanaya did. That's what Ella did. That's what many people are doing. Different side of the brain. But there's roles for people who choose not to go down in a technical path. Or went to school and didn't know what they were going to school for. There's still opportunities for you. Look into tech. But there are technical skills Sanaya picked up along the way to help her become successful. While she worked at MasterCard, she worked with engineers to familiarize herself with JavaScript, application programming interfaces, and Python, she said. You have to be naturally curious and ask a lot of questions. I don't have any certifications or know any programming language, but at the end of the day, this is my product. So I need to know how my product works. It's my product. I need to understand how my product works. You have to be curious. Salary jumps and better work-life balance are possible in product management roles, but experience can vary. Like any role, salary levels for product managers can range based on experience, location, and other factors, but mid to senior level roles generally report earning 6 figures or more on the job. You guys see what product managers can make at big time companies. I know product managers for the company that I work for, they make 200 plus, okay? Junior product managers earn a base salary around 40,000 to 70,000. Mid-level product managers earn around 70,000 to 120,000. Senior, 120,000 or more. It's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money. Big tech companies can make around 150,000 to 190,000.
Damn!
That's big money. That is big money. Consider it. Our brother, AI and me, came on here, and everybody wants to get into machine learning. But if data isn't your thing, consider product management. You can make some big time money, 150 to 190,000 plus.
Damn!
I'll take it. I'll take it. For many, whether the salary is worth it, it is relative to what they earn in their current roles. Ibrahim, who used to work in consulting before he became a product manager, tells Insider his salary increased 40% when he changed career paths. Like many of you, you can get a bump. Miss Brandy Stevens increased her salary getting into tech by 30%. 30%. Patreon member of ours. Helping us and helping people get into tech. She's a recruiter. Increased her salary 30% just by getting into tech. It's the future, guys. People may also want to work into tech to get a better work-life balance, but that can vary from company to company. It's true. Some companies want you to be in the office. Some companies don't mind you being fully remote. But managing expectations can help job seekers navigate if it's the right role for them. Some people make out tech as this place where there are rainbows and people are singing songs. And I think if you have that expectation coming in, you will be disappointed. Talk to people in the field you want to go to. They have a lot of valuable insights. And I say this all the time to my coaching clients. Brother Marvin, by the way. Let me talk about Brother Marvin.